I'm not a hater, but I'm not really bullish about any of the new platforms like Upscrolled or Skylight or diVine or whatever it is that Jack Dorsey wants to bring back from Vine. The list of consumer social apps that have gone to the graveyard after having been in the top charts is just way too long. Be Real, Clubhouse, Prisma, Reface, Yik Yak, Dub Smash, Secret, Peach, Meerkat, HQ Trivia, House Party, Sarah, TBH, Gas. These are all apps that have at one point or the other been number one on social charts on the App Store and have disappeared into the graveyard. Apparently, Upscrolled has been overrun by hate speech and they're having a tough time keeping up with moderation. And this all happened because they had a huge run up to 4 million downloads after TikTok got sold, and they've not been able to keep up. Look, consumer social is a big boys game now. It requires really deep pockets, and unless you have billions of money to throw at it, it's extremely hard to keep up and actually build a viable platform. Now, even if you had the money, you got to know how to build social feeds and consumer social algorithms, which is non trivial by itself. But let's say that you did have all the product chops to build the right social features, you still need billions of dollars. When we launched Rizzle, it wasn't even 4 days before I saw the first nude uploaded to the platform. It was gross. I was doing the moderation back then. I gagged on it before I could act on it. And then as we scaled, we had state-of-the-art AI plus like a 45 to 50% content moderation team that would work 24/7 to make sure that the platform was as clean as possible. But it was never easy to keep everyone happy because somebody is unhappy that either someone else is not removed or removed. And eventually we had to pivot away because when the markets crashed and none of the VCs were willing to actually write us a check, partially because no one wanted to touch consumer social. In the VC circles, it's just an accepted fact that consumer social requires big pockets and they're not going to spend that. Network effects used to be a thing, but it's no longer a thing because we don't refer apps to each other very frequently these days because the bar for referrals is really, really high. So yeah, you got to spend money to actually grow a consumer social platform, and it's very expensive, and most people can't afford it. This is why, even when there is promise, even when there is like social wildfire, like what happened with Be Real, things eventually die. Call me a skeptic, but this is why I'm not getting on any new platforms right now. I'm just optimizing for the existing large platforms.